Mandy, how late are you going to be out tonight? You hurry back to this house right now and start making me something to eat. Because you've been out of the house all day, my stomach has been in pain waiting for you to come back and cook. You really are the most useless woman ever if you're willing to let an older woman starve because you want to be out of the house all the time. I have been acting like your parent this whole time, so come home and show me the respect I deserve. I am starving. I'm sorry, Isla, but I'm at the hospital right now, though. I've had to stay here a bit later than I was expecting, so I won't be home until late tonight. Could you please make something for yourself? Huh? The hospital? Why are you, of all people, at the hospital right now? You're asking me why I'm here? Because just a little while ago, you came at me with a boiling hot cup of tea and threw it on my face. And because of that, my right eye has had a really hard time staying open due to the swelling. The doctor has already had a look at it and said that it might be very difficult for me to see out of my right eye for a while after today. And what does that have to do with me? What? I don't care about any of that. Now you get your butt home right now and start making me dinner. You are so stupid. Who do you think you are going to the hospital like that without my permission first anyway? I don't ever remember saying I was okay with you leaving this house. Now you get back here. Now! I'm sorry, Miranda. While texting with you, I was asked by the doctor to go with him and have some more exams done on me. He's done everything he can and gave me some medication and wraps to use to help my face, and I'm sorry. It's about time. Making me wait an hour for a response like that. I can't believe you did all of that without telling me. You really are nothing but trouble, Mandy. I'm sorry for leaving the house without your permission. But Miranda, why did you come out of nowhere with scalding hot tea and throw it at my face? Tell me, what did I end up doing wrong that required you to do such a thing to me? You're asking me? Mandy! I threw that tea at your face because you said you were going to that wedding. What? You were going on about it being your little brother's wedding or something like that. But that would mean you'd leave this house, you stupid idiot. That's why I had to discipline you. You deserve to have your face burned and right eye screwed up. You can't be serious. That is my little brother, my one and only brother, and one of the last members of my family. That's why I wanted to go to his wedding. Shut your mouth right now. I will not take that kind of talk from a complete stranger like you. I will have you thrown out of this house if you think you can slack off from your chores to be at your little brother's wedding. Now, if you still have any plans to go there, then go right ahead. But you will not be coming back to this house. Understood. I'm sorry. Don't you ever show me that kind of poor behavior ever again. Kyle, there's something I'm kind of wanting to ask you right now.
Oh, Mandy, why are you texting me this late at night?
This has to do with your wedding tomorrow, actually. At the moment, I have a lot of bandaging around my face, covering my right eye. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people asking a lot of questions about me, and I might be taking their attention away from you, but would it still be okay for me to attend?
What? Your face is all bandaged up. What happened to you, Mandy? Did you get into a serious accident or something?
I really don't think I could call it an accident, but...
You're lying about that, right? There's no way. That's completely messed up. Nothing about that is normal for someone in your shoes to have to go through. Mandy, how are you normally being treated over at that household?
How am I normally being treated? I like to think this is how things are for me every day.
Are you kidding? So you're telling me things like sustaining second and third degree burns on your face due to your mother-in-law is a common occurrence there?
Well, I'm sure what happens here isn't right. Actually, this was the first time I'd been hurt this badly by her. Normally, she'd just be pushing me down the stairs or throwing away my cooking and making me start again. There have also been times where she'd lock me in my room for a day or two.
She would lock you in your room for a day or two? None of that is anywhere close to normal, and it's outright dangerous. That is all absolutely screwed up what you're having to go through. Nothing about that is normal. And what happened to your husband? He's living there with you as well, right? Has he not been saying anything to his mom about how she's treating you?
All he says to me is that things were a lot worse for him when he was younger, so I'm actually being treated pretty nicely by her.
Huh?
Well, I was always a little bit spoiled when I was younger, right? And that can be seen by how useless I am now, right? Well, my mother-in-law has stepped in for Mom and Dad and has been raising me the right way by disciplining me.
Wait a second. Are you actually being serious right now, Mandy?
Yes. I'm actually really thankful for what my mother-in-law has done for me. However, she told me that if I go to your wedding tomorrow, she would have me exiled from her house, and I'd never be able to go back there. Oh, that's left me feeling a little bit confused now. What should I do now? I'm not feeling good about either choice I have. I can't believe that someone as kind as her would say she'd have me exiled from her house like that.
Mandy, pull yourself together, please.
What?
Look, you and I, for the longest time now, we've both been raised with very different views of things from everyone else, right? I mean, Mom and Dad both beat us a lot when we were younger, and that's why we feel like we were always the bad children and they were perfectly good parents. We never had the luxury of having loving parents, and we're told that all of our family members outside the house were fake and just trying to tempt us away from them, right?
Well, they were, and that's why Mom and Dad never let us meet with any of them, because they were too kind.
Well, that was all wrong!
What do you mean?
My wife, when she learned about how much hell I'd been through at home, she made sure to show me what a true, loving family was. She and her parents both gave me the warmth that my body had been needing from a family all my life. Right now, I'm living with my wife's parents, right? Well, they have both done all they could to show me what having real, caring parents is like, and I thank them every day for that. When I come home to them, I scream out that I'm home, and they greet me with hugs and kisses. That's the way normal families should be.
There's no way. That can't be true, right?
I'm sure that's what you want to think, right? All right, I get it. At the moment, you don't want to go home to your family, right?
Not really. Actually, I don't think I can because of what my mother-in-law said.
Then you come to our house. I just spoke with my mother-in-law, and she said it was totally okay for you to come here and stay the night with us. She said she'd even get the bath all warmed up and ready, although you might not want to go in if your face is burnt.
What?
You're still out and not near your in-laws' house, right? If you tell me where you're at, I can ask my father-in-law to drive us out to come get you. So please, tell me, Mandy.
How long have you been out of this house now without coming back? It's because you've been gone for so long now that the house is a mess. I'll forgive you for not coming home at all and making me my early morning breakfast if you come home right now, you idiot woman. I'm no longer going back to that house. Huh? Do you have any idea what you're saying right now? Today, I'll be at my little brother's wedding. Here, I'll be meeting with my real family and enjoying their presence. I even stayed with some of them last night, and that's where I learned what a true family is like, and how horrible things have been in that toxic environment you call home. What are you going on about right now? I am not here to listen to you go on about your delusions. So get home and start doing the chores right now. I am not going back. And since I'm a complete stranger, like you said, there is nothing I'm attached to there anymore. Huh? A while back, you threatened to have your son divorce me and even went out to get all of the divorce papers filled out and ready to hand into the courthouse, right? Well, I took those from you after that day and had been holding on to them every day since. And just a little bit ago, I went and dropped them off at the courthouse before making my way to this wedding. So I'm no longer a part of your family, fair and square. What did you say? I am no longer your son's wife, which means that you and I are now legally strangers to one another. I may have spent years taking loads of crap from you guys in that house, but I finally had enough of it last night and will no longer call myself your family. From now on, I'd like for you all to rot in hell there. I'm going to make sure that those years of pain and torture you all put me through is thrown right back at you. It's freaking pathetic watching you say things that don't make any sense at all to me. Did you seriously get a divorce from my son? I don't remember ever saying that you leaving my son was okay. I will not let you get away with doing something as selfish as that. Since I've been asking for you to come home all week, yet you haven't made even a single attempt to, I'm having all your things thrown out of your room right now. All of those lovely photos of you and your little brother together will all be thrown into the trash out back and burned up later. Is that really okay with you, Mandy? I'm sure that would break your heart, wouldn't it? Since you're now aware of what I'm willing to do, get your butt back to this house right now. If not even this is enough to make you understand just how much of a screw-up you've been, then I'll have to take even more drastic measures. Go ahead. If you want to toss all my things, be my guest. Huh? Do you have any idea what I'm saying? These are not just empty threats coming from me. I don't really care, honestly. It's not like I ever had much to begin with. Also, there are no photos of me and my little sister over at your house. What? My family wasn't the best when I was growing up anyway, so I never had many photos of my brother and I taken when we were together. I'm sure the only reason you're trying to make threats like that towards me now is because you guys are in dire need of a working drone again, right? Well, I'm not going back to that life. Oh, just get your ass back here right now! The inside of this house is a dang mess, and I will not let it stay this way any longer. Then how about you get back to it and clean your house up yourself? On another note, the bank will be asking you guys to pay off the rest of the loan here soon, so please do what you can to pay it off. Huh? A loan? What the hell are you going on about now? Both that house you all have been living in and the car that you guys have been using were bought with loans, right? And my husband has been forcing me to pay off both of those loans by myself. He told me that since I was the one working, I should be the one to pay off things in the house. And that makes total sense to me. Since you were going to continue working after marrying my son, then you should be putting all that money into the house and family. Yes, and I totally agree with that. Hence why I would put the $2,500 I made each month into the house. Yet that wasn't even enough, so I had to start using up my savings and putting in another $500 every month, making a total of $3,000. But now that I'm a complete stranger to all of you, there's no reason for me to be paying anymore, right? I want for you guys who are still living there and who are still using that car to pay instead of me. Every month you were putting $3,000 into this house? There's no way we can cover that every month for you. I want to know why you were even having to pay that much. Are you trying to lie to me now in order to make yourself look good? No, I think you've just forgotten is all. After you went and had the inside of the house completely remodeled and then all brand new furniture placed inside, the price of things went way up. And then you said when getting a new car that you wanted the most expensive SUV they had on the lot, which only made us have to get a bigger loan. Neither the house or that car are mine though, so there's literally no reason for me to have to pay for them anymore. If you're not going to be able to pay off the rest of those loans, then sell the house and the car. That will be your worst-case scenario, I'm sure. I am not screwing around right now. Why do we have to do all of that now? We are not paying for any of this. You are going to be paying for the rest of this house and car, whether you like it or not. Mandy, why are you being such a child about all of this? Stop being such an embarrassment and come here right now to help us. Good morning, Miranda. And what could you be going on about today? Don't you play dumb with me. I just got a call from the police explaining to me that I am a suspect in a crime and need to follow up with them. All I did was discipline you, all right? I can't believe that someone your age isn't aware of the most basic things, and I feel so bad for you because of that. Oh, so that's what you're upset about. Well, that was me who informed the police about what happened. Well, you tell those police to leave me alone and then come back here and pay up. You're screwed in the head if you think that I am a criminal. Actually, the reason I think you're a criminal is because you are one. And so I had to tell the police about what you'd done. Huh? Even if it wasn't as bad as I first thought, you still assaulted me. There have also been cases of abuse within your house, both verbally and physically. Had I not told the police, then I would have never been able to live with the things that have happened to me. Of course, before, I was able to live with what you'd done to me because I thought that was all normal. But now I am very much aware that what happened to me was anything but. So now I'm going to make sure your crimes are handled in a professional and legal way. You hold it right there. I haven't done any of those things to you. Stop trying to frame me for something I haven't done. Actually, you have done plenty of terrible things to me now, and that's why the police are taking all of this very seriously. All because you seem to think that me working a full-time job wasn't enough, and that I had to be home to take care of all the house as well for you all. Then there were times you'd run your mouth about how my cooking was terrible and toss it all. Do you have any idea how much food you've wasted? I put in so much work making food for you and everyone else, yet there were times you wouldn't even try it, instead calling it disgusting before throwing it all away. It's your fault for making such tasteless food for a household of classy eaters. Honestly, I just thought you were always trying to make food for us with leftovers. You can't call what I did a crime when it was only the natural thing for me to do. You really think I'm complaining about that alone? Excuse me? All those days you'd have guests over, I had to be the one to prepare everything. And if there was ever anything wrong, even if it was the slightest mistake regarding those preparations, you'd start to hit me in the back with a broom close to 100 times. Then there were days you wouldn't let me eat anything while locking me in a room. Sometimes that would be for a few hours, and other times a few days. There were plenty of times I thought I was going to die in that house. But I had no idea what a good family was and thought the way I was being treated was normal at the time. I always thought there was something wrong with me because my parents spoiled me with the ideas that everything was my fault. And you're right to think that because how you've been treated is normal. I've now had to take on the responsibility of disciplining a useless and dumb woman. And that means you have no right to be complaining about any of it. But the thing is, your house has been anything but normal. When I told my little brothers-in-law all about what happened there, they were all up in arms. And do you want to know what my brother's wife said? She said that the fact my own husband wouldn't even step in to protect me from you shows that he is messed up as well. She told me that my husband most likely didn't even love me. My brother's wife was furious to learn about what happened. And because of that, I finally realized that my husband wasn't meant for me. Having a family of people who had nothing to do with me worrying so much finally opened my eyes to what the problems were. Everything that you guys had been doing to me was all criminal and has to be dealt with. What the actual hell is this? I have no idea what's going on. You have been brainwashed by these fools. Brainwashed! You've just been lied to by this family of heathens, and now you're having these strange delusions about what a family should really be. Don't call my brother and his family heathens. What? They gave me a place to stay when I worried about going back home to you. And they all listened to me and my concerns when I was about to break down and cry. They were all strangers to me who I had never even met before. Yet they were all worried about me and asked me over and over about what happened. This was the first time in my life where I had people around me who showed that they were really upset about what happened and wanted me to feel loved. I can worry about you too. That's the whole reason I've started to message you like this in the first place. The only thing you're worried about right now is the fact that you no longer have a slave in that house, right? I have finally been given the gift of love from a group of strangers and will no longer be going back to the place where I was abused. And until you all have paid for the pain you brought me, I am not ending my talks with the police. I'm not some doll you all can get away with beating up now. Huh? Don't talk back to me like that! Especially when you're the most useless and stupid woman to ever walk this earth. Say whatever you'd like about me, but I am never going to feel scared and saddened about the things you say to me anymore. I'm going to make sure that in order to save everyone else from having to suffer through your guys' hell, that you are all crushed and can no longer get up. If you think you can do anything to us, then show me. The most a weakling like yourself could possibly do to us is make us laugh. I'll show you, though. I'll make you regret ever baring your teeth like that to me. Hey, stop acting like a child and respond to me right now. What happened to all that power you had yesterday? You've always acted like a coward, so I'm sure there's no more fight left within you now. But I've had enough from you, so be ready for the beating of a lifetime. I'll make sure to discipline you with every bit of my body so that you will never be able to talk back to me ever again.
Hello? Sorry for using my older sister's phone. I'm her little brother, Kyle. My sister has had to spend years dealing with abusers and is now sound asleep, finally getting some good sleep at this house. That's why I'll be talking with you right now and letting her sleep in this morning.
Huh? So you're going to be taking her place talking to me then? You have the same blood as that useless woman, so I'm sure you're just as pathetic, right? I'm sure whatever you have to say to me means nothing at all, so get your sister to talk to me right now or I swear I'll…
And why should I have to listen to what a criminal wants? I'll make sure to have our lawyer get in touch with you soon so you can have the much more serious talk with them. And if you're still talking like that, then good luck getting out of this mess you've created.
What the… You guys have a lawyer now?
Well, of course. Mandy needs to make sure she has someone to support her when asking for a settlement from you. And I'll have you know this right now. My sister is not changing her mind on what she wants from you. So I would highly recommend you and your family start working together with a lawyer if you hope to have any chance of lessening your punishments.
Wait just a second. Why are you talking about something like that right now? A lawyer? A settlement? All of that is the kind of stuff you only hear about in dramas.
Well, unfortunately, right now we're dealing with a lot of drama, so this has to happen. What you did to my sister was all crimes, and some of those could have very well been considered life-threatening crimes. I think she has every right to have you all pay her a settlement for the damages and ask that the judge sentence you to some time. I'm hoping that she gets away with pulling a massive settlement from you before you go.
I'm not taking this from my daughter-in-law. I won't let her take anything from me or send me to prison. And having to pay for a lawyer would be a complete waste of our money. Eliana doesn't even have any money left either, so how is she paying for a lawyer in the first place?
Ah, if that's what concerns you, just know that my family is paying for her lawyer.
What?
My wife happens to be a lawyer herself, so she was able to find someone in his firm that could help us at a reduced cost. Actually, the man she's found for Mandy is one of the best lawyers in this city when it comes to things like domestic harassment and assault.
Your wife is a lawyer?
Yes, which means she is friends with a lot of the police force and has friends who are detectives as well. She's already got in touch with one of his detective friends, and they've begun to investigate your family to make sure they have accounts of all the things you've done. We already assumed we'd find lots of things like assault and harassment within your family based on what Mandy told us. But who knew you guys were also known for theft and scamming? Seems you guys have been on the run from all of that, too?
You guys were able to find out about all of that as well?
Of course! But you guys were able to run away before the police or anyone could find you, until now. So don't be surprised when the police begin to ask about that later as well, and the judge, of course. We've already told the police about it with the evidence we found, so it's only a matter of time before they come to your house. Be prepared to be taken into their custody soon.
Wait a second, please. You're only causing my head to spin more and more by saying that, so can we please discuss this in...
We're not discussing anything with you anymore. We don't want to be in close proximity to those that not only assault and harass, but rob and scam people as well. It's time for you to be judged for your crimes, right? And once you've had to pay my sister for everything you've done to her, I believe you and your family will be losing everything. Normally, that would leave you on the streets with nothing at all, but luckily, you'll be in prison after paying, so you'll still be fed and housed.
If that happens to me, I won't have a life after getting out. I don't care what all we did. You shouldn't be wanting to send us to jail, right? Do something to stop those police. If you let us all fall, then we'll never be able to get back up.
After all those years of hurting my sister under your oppression, what makes you think I'm listening to you now? This is what you deserve for your crimes, so take it on the chin like an adult and stop being such a problem for everyone. You're nothing more than monsters. I won't let you do any of that crap to anyone ever again. Are you all right, Mandy? I'm glad to hear that your fever has gone down some, but if you want to eat something, please let me know. I can make you something up right now or order something. If you want some ice cream or some jelly, let me know, please.
Thank you, Kyle. I'm sorry for leaving everything up to you in the end like that after passing out. I really am so weak.
What are you saying, Mandy? Your body is so beat up right now that I'd want you going to a hospital if I could have my way. When this is all over with, we're taking you to see a doctor, okay? We need to make sure there isn't something worse going on inside you and that it will all heal with rest and time.
I'm sorry this has all had to happen right after your wedding.
Stop apologizing to me for everything, okay? Also, this is me paying you back.
What?
The one who had always been protecting me from Mom and Dad back in the day was you. You also handled things like my college fees and telling Mom and Dad off when they came looking for me. I know that you've pretty much been doing everything to take care of me.
You knew about all of that?
I'm your little brother, aren't I? Of course I'd find out who was taking care of me like that when it's my own sister. I want to say, you have been working so hard all your life for other people besides yourself. So from here on out, let me care for you. I'm not your little brother hiding behind your back anymore.
That's very true. I can't believe you grew up so fast without me ever noticing. I'm so happy.
Come on now, stop talking like you're my mother or something.
I'm sorry. Someday I'm going to have to thank you properly for all of this.
And I'm telling you, you don't have to. All I ask is that you focus on getting better again. You've put up a fight for long enough now, and it's your time to relax. So from now on, if you're starting to feel unwell or sick, let me know, and I'll be there for you. When you passed out like that, I was freaking out.
Sorry about that. I didn't think that I'd be making all of you worry about me like that. I've always been so used to having to care for myself on my own, so when I saw all of you worrying about me, I had no idea what to do.
I'm sure you're still thinking about everything you'll have to do after today, but look, think of the time you have right now as rehabilitation. You don't have to overwork or anything, just as long as you take the time to feel better again.
That's true, actually. I'll think of things like that then.
See, I want you to start right now learning how to relax and let others do things for you. Actually, I want you to tell me right now how you feel about me. You've never said anything about how you think of me before, right? So give it a try right now.
Now that you mention it, I don't think I've ever spoken out about anyone. Saying this right now is going to be a bit embarrassing. But if I don't say anything, you'll never know, right? So I'll say it. Thank you so much, and I love you a ton, Kyle. In the end, everyone in Miranda's family was arrested by the police and taken to jail, where they all awaited their court hearings. There, I was able to get a settlement from both Miranda herself and my ex-husband, which ended up being for more than they had combined in their bank accounts. Iris was also charged with multiple accounts of assault and 2 charges of attempted murder, while the whole family was charged with things like robbery, grand theft auto, and fraud. And just like I had told Miranda, they all would end up going to prison to do some time, which is actually lucky for them considering they had to sell their house in order to pay those settlements off. So better there than nowhere at all. I think that my ex and his dad would be getting around 5 years in total, while Iris got 15 years, which at her age is pretty much a wrap. I can definitely say one thing though, and that's that she will never be hurting anyone again, and I'm sure the same can be said for my ex too. My brother was very happy with the end results, and I think his whole family was cheering when the trial and everything was over and finished in my favor. When that was all done, we went out for dinner at a 5-star hotel outside town, where I got to have my first ever course dinner and have food cooked for myself for once. I told everyone that since I'd been getting a lot of money from Miranda and them, I'd pay for everyone's dinner. But the moment I brought that up to the family, every single person said no to me in unison, which just goes to show I'm in good hands now. As for myself, I was originally thinking that after my body had healed up and I got most of my sight back in my right eye, I'd leave my brother's family's house. But none of them wanted me leaving their house just yet, and instead chose to have me hired as their part-time housemaid. I am having to do a lot of the chores and cooking I was doing before. However, this time I was being paid to do them while also being thanked and not having to worry about being hurt in any way. My body still has a ways to go in terms of healing, as my face is still getting some work done on it through grafting and having the wraps replaced. However, the doctor did say that in a few more weeks I could keep them off and start taking showers and things like that again. I also ended up going to see the doctor for a full body exam a week after everything was settled, and there I learned that I had broken one of my ribs at one point, but it was all healed up now and not worth worrying about. I was also told to start taking large amounts of vitamin D, since it had been a long time since I last went into the sun and was starting to feel that for sure. All in all, though, my body did end up holding itself together pretty well, and the doctor told me that within a couple of months I should be feeling 100%, as long as I kept on getting the sleep I needed and resting a lot. Right now, I think I'm feeling the happiest I have ever felt, and it only took me close to 30 or so years.
I'm going to be getting married here soon. I'm sure that you're jealous after hearing that.
What? I'm sorry, but who is this?
Oh, please. It's me, Tracy. Now enough with those bland lies right now. Even if you have troubles remembering things all the time, there's no way you'd forget about someone like me. How could you possibly forget about your best friend after being together for so long?
My best friend?
I am Tracy. This is literally no reason you should have forgotten about me, right? You and I have been best friends ever since high school.
Tracy, huh? Did you end up changing your number or something? Because I don't have anyone in my contacts with your current number. It's been so long since the last time we talked with one another, so I couldn't really tell that it was you. So, what do you want from me?
Well, I told you why I'm talking with you right now at the start, right? I'm getting married. Were you not looking at anything I sent you before?
Ah, is that so? Congrats. But you really don't have to go out of your way to tell me something like that.
Why not? You're one of my best friends, and I'd be stupid to not tell you about how I'm going to get married soon. And to me, you're my #1 best friend out of everyone, so I just had to tell you.
I'm your #1 best friend? What do you mean by that? Are you sure you're not joking with me now? What the heck is up with you texting me now anyway after so long?
I'm not at all joking with you. I just wanted to let you know that me, one of your best friends, is going to be getting married soon. I'm going to be marrying a wonderful man, and you should be jealous of that, right? That's why I want to have all my friends come and celebrate my big day, and I'll be giving you all the chance to do that with an amazing wedding.
Is that right? Well, that's great to hear, I guess. What else would you like me to say to you besides congratulations?
I'm sure you'd love to make up a welcome board for my wedding that we can place outside the venue, right?
What?
I'll let you make that up for me, however you'd like to, as long as it's really special. I know that you've always loved working on crafts and things like that, so I'll let you take the responsibility for that. Back when we were in high school, you did all sorts of paintings and things like that, right?
Wait, when you're talking about high school, that was over 10 years ago, Tracy. Asking me to get back into doing arts and crafts now would be difficult for me.
I'm not sure how something like a painting a simple board could become so difficult for you. But this is a request from one of your best friends, so you're not going to say no to me, right? I want you to do your very best with that welcome board and make it look spectacular.
Can you hold on for 1 minute, please? What is all of this about? What the heck are you going on about, Tracy? Why do you want me working on some welcome board for your wedding? Shouldn't you be asking the reception hall to prepare that for you instead of me? They'll know a whole lot more about that sort of thing compared to me and will most likely have better tools for making it. Having me work on that board for you, well, it just won't come out as good as you think.
Even if it's difficult for you, I'd like you to work on it. Now, can you stop fooling around with me when I'm trying to plan things for my wedding?
Well, I'm also a little bit concerned about how you call me your #1 best friend. Did you forget about what all you did to me a long time ago? Tracy, if you'd like for this whole conversation to be taken more seriously, can you calm down a bit and get real with me?
Let's just forget about what all happened back then. There's no point in us being held down by the past when there's nothing we can do to change it. If you continue to waste your time thinking about what happened years ago, you'll find yourself living with no reason.
I have no idea what you're going on about now, though. Even if you have a good point, I don't want to be hearing that sort of advice from you. I can understand why you'd like for the two of us to just forget about what you did back then, but...
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the wedding.
I'm not going, Tracy.
Do you want to go out for drinks or something as well before my big day? It's been so long since we last talked to one another in person after all.
I'm not going out to any place with you, Tracy. How many times are you going to make me say that before you understand? I'm not even sure what your plan is with talking to me after such a large amount of time has gone by. So please, just stop trying to ask me to come to your wedding and make whatever welcoming board you're asking for. Now, goodbye.
Dawn, Are you really trying to get on my bad side?
Huh? What is up with you this time?
There's no way you'd actually be okay with making one of your best friends this upset on her wedding day.
Huh? So today's the day of your wedding then? I don't really care, but what do you think you'll be achieving by coming at me all upset like that?
I'm pissed off with you because you never even told me that you'd not be coming to my wedding. I'm no longer going to have the patience to forgive you after this. I'm cutting ties to you.
You are?
You making me this upset and being totally okay with it is enough for me. I even left you in charge of the welcome board for the wedding, yet you never showed up to give it to us to display.
What are you talking about? I don't even know anything about your wedding, like the time it's supposed to start, and even if I did, I wouldn't be making that board for you.
So you're telling me that from the start you'd been planning on canceling on me without ever telling me that? I cannot believe you'd be doing this to your best friend.
Oh my god. You seriously have zero clue what you're talking about right now, and it's making me laugh my butt off.
I'm talking about how you never told me that you wouldn't come to my wedding, but it's too late now since my wedding day is today. So I'm going to be cutting ties to you for good.
The fact that you're now this upset with me right now has me rolling on the ground.
What? You're being a total jerk laughing at me being this upset with you. I'm seriously pissed off with you right now, Dawn. I had entrusted you with one of the most important things at my wedding, and yet you canceled on me right before the wedding? Even if you're supposed to be my most best friend, I don't care. I'm going to be leaving you forever and will never forgive you ever again.
I'm sure this won't get to you, but from the start, I'd said I wasn't coming.
Huh?
Can you tell me again why you're getting so upset with me for no reason? Actually, I never even got a formal invitation from you to the wedding, so there's that. Where did you end up sending that invitation, if you actually did send it in the first place? I'm sorry, but that invitation never got to me, so you must have sent it to the wrong address. But of course, you had the wrong address because you don't even know where I'm living now.
What are you going on about? That's a load of crap. How did you never receive a physical invitation from me?
I'm just telling you the truth, Tracy. Did you actually try to invite me to your wedding after all that happened between us?
Of course I did. And why the hell would you say no to coming to my wedding?
That right there is a bit of a surprise to me and rather troubling. The fact that you wanted to actually invite me to your wedding of all things?
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
Way back when, in high school, you stole my boyfriend from me and continued to pick on me for the rest of our time at that school. And ever since we graduated from there 10 years ago, I had made sure to cut all ties with you so that I'd never have to see or hear from you again. That's why right now, hearing you tell me that you want to cut ties with me after not coming to your wedding today makes me laugh.
Huh? What do you mean you cut ties to me back then? Are we not really good friends with one another?
Oh, come on now, Tracy. You're actually going to make me pee myself laughing by calling us best friends.
So you really are stuck in the past that badly that you can't see me as your friend. Stop worrying so much about what happened back then, you emotional loser. I was able to forget about all of that only a few days after it happened. And as for your ex-boyfriend, him and I are no longer together, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. So why the hell are you still so upset with me?
I never said that I was upset with you still because of that event. That all has nothing really to do with me now, so I don't invest my time in thinking about it. And I think it's the right thing to do, not carrying those horrible memories around with me all the time. But what I do think about from time to time is how you ended up breaking things off with my ex after the two of you had gotten engaged. Things like that tend to spread around between friends, so eventually I have to hear about you. But what's wild is that after you had stolen my boyfriend from me way back then, you didn't want to make yourself look bad in front of everyone, so you started making lies about me being abusive towards him, and that you were only saving him from me. Rumors like that still float around to this day, and I have to hear them over and over whenever I run into someone from high school. Always things about you and I.
I never meant to make you look bad back then.
Well, it's fine, Tracy. All that stuff is in the past now, right? I really don't care about any of that stuff anymore. And I'm not going to dig any deeper into the rumors that spread looking for things about you that I can take advantage of. It's all been water under the bridge, and that's why I've never come looking for you to talk about anything.
But who cares about all that? What I'm upset about right now is how you canceled on my wedding on the day off.
And I told you that I didn't get an invitation. I had cut ties with you a long time ago, or at least I thought I did, and that's why I never chose to tell you my new address after I moved. So that invitation was never going to make it to me, right?
So you're telling me that I sent the invitation to your old house?
That's what it looks like to me. I bet it's sitting in the mailbox of that place right now, still unopened. And I think that because you only know my old address and nothing about where I currently live, it might even end up being sent back to you soon if the new owner of that house decides to give it back to the mailman. But let me be very honest here. Even if that invitation had gotten to me like you planned, I would have said no to coming because I don't have the want to be around you.
What? What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Tracy. I told you that I cut ties with you before. So no matter how hard you try to get me to come, I'm not going to. I'm sure you've noticed by now that a lot of your so-called other friends haven't shown up, right? After what you did to me in high school, you lost a lot of your friends because they were on my side and thinking that you were totally bonkers. So tell me, who from back then actually wants to celebrate you getting married now?
Hold on, Dawn. You actually think that? Are you and I not best friends?
How many freaking times do I have to tell you that we are not best friends? We're not even friends, Tracy. Hell, we're not even acquaintances. Ever since that day you chose to steal my boyfriend from me, you had used that as a reason to pick on me and spread rumors about how I was the one that was in the wrong. All of that really drove the message into me that you are anything but a friend to me. I know from word around town that you love to go around and have fun with all kinds of men after becoming an adult, but you still like to call that event your biggest accomplishment, right? All of those are reasons for why I do not want to be around a person like you anymore.
Well, I didn't know that I hurt you so much back then. Even after taking your boyfriend from you, I thought that you and I were still very good friends. Best friends. That's why I told you about how I was getting married and asked you to be one in charge of making the welcome board for my wedding.
Asking me to make that stupid board for you was like a massive joke to me because of how ridiculous you were being. That's why I took all you said to me as a joke and didn't bother to care.
Why would I tell you a thing and ask of you as a joke?
Oh? So then all of that wasn't just a joke, but you actually thinking that I would be coming to your wedding and wasting my time on something as stupid as that board? Which is scary because after all you'd done to me, you really thought it was okay to invite me? I never thought anyone that could steal their friend's boyfriend in the past and then make said friend look like the jerk would have the nerve in asking them to come to their wedding 10 years later. That's why I wasn't taking anything you said to me seriously. You really did a great job, Tracy. The nerves you have are incredible. Now, you have a great time at your wedding today. Although I don't expect many of your so-called friends to show up to it.
What the hell is wrong with you, Dawn? So you really don't plan on coming here today? This is the day of my wedding, Dawn.
I said that I'm not coming.
But canceling on me the day of my wedding is horrible of you.
So after talking with me for the past 30 minutes or so, you haven't been reading a single thing I've sent you? I never got a formal invitation from you in the mail, so I had no reason to come to your wedding today. So you can't call me a horrible person for canceling on you today when you never even gave me an invitation in the first place.
But to me, you've canceled on me. I really believed that you'd be coming today and made sure to get you a seat ready in the front row.
Why, though?
You're asking me why? Because you should have been coming to my wedding today.
Did you ever get anything about me RSVPing to your wedding at all? No, you didn't. And that's because I never got anything from you in the mail saying that I was invited. Why would you think that I was coming to your wedding when I didn't RSVP for it?
I wasn't thinking that much into you not responding because I just assumed you'd be coming either way.
Well, when it comes to things like weddings, people are usually coming only if they reply that they will to the invitation and RSVP. But if you don't get a reply from them or they say no, that means they are not coming. Right? That's how things like this have always worked, Tracy.
What? So that's what things like not replying into the invite normally mean? Even if they're my friend?
For crying out loud, Tracy. Then tell me what you thought was supposed to happen. How did you know whether people were going to be coming to your wedding or not and prepare seats for those that would be?
I just assumed that people I sent invitations out to would be coming for sure to my wedding. I never thought that people would want to say no to the invitation.
Geez, how self-centered of a jerk are you? At this point, I'm surprised you even found a man willing to marry you. You actually think that because it's your wedding that everyone you invite would just give up their plans and anything else they have going on in life to come? There's no way that's the case. If you didn't get a response from the people you invited, that means they are saying no to coming. No response equals them not coming.
Well, I didn't know anything about that. Nobody ever even told me something like that.
Nobody would, because that's something that everyone knows the moment they're born, practically. Another thing I highly doubt is that you even knew everyone's current address. So it's a mystery as to how many of those invitations actually made it to the people you planned on inviting.
I thought that me getting married and having this wedding would have made it the biggest event for everyone. I wanted everyone to come and see how happy I've become and that I got married before all of them.
Jesus frickin' Christ. You thought that your wedding would be the biggest event for everyone? You think that your marriage means something to everyone?
But even if it's not that big of a deal, I'm still getting married before you, so... That's at least proof to everyone that I'm still more important than you and that they should all come and see me happy.
I'm already married, though, Tracy.
Huh?
I just never bothered to tell you about how I got married to my husband last year.
You have to be lying, right? I never knew about you getting married. You never even uploaded anything about you getting married to any of your social media accounts.
You're right. I didn't make any posts about getting married, but so what? I'm normally never posting anything and leave most of that stuff to my husband to do. And you're not even my friend, so I think I blocked you on everything after high school.
What are you talking about?
Let me just put it this way. My husband does most of the posting due to his job, and you are blocked from seeing anything of mine, so you wouldn't have known.
What job does he have?
Well, he's pretty well known all over the world, so he's pretty picky about what gets shared. But I don't care about any of that because he's given me a wonderful life with our marriage. He's been so considerate and wonderful that I've never had to worry about what happened between us back in high school.
Then why are you acting like this? Why can't you just come to my wedding right now for me? I'm supposed to be your best friend and you should be celebrating my happiness.
You're supposed to be my best friend. I don't think of you as anyone but a stranger, so there's no way I'm coming to your wedding. I told you again and again that I didn't get any invitations from you in the mail, so I wouldn't be coming in the first place. And even now, I don't want to come. But you still keep going on and on, thinking that I'm your friend and that I'm going to come. It's freaking annoying. I've had enough of you now, so can you just shut up and stay quiet?
I'm sorry, Dawn. I want to apologize to you for everything, so could you please find it in your heart somewhere to make it to my wedding? If you don't come to my wedding soon, then my wedding's going to be a complete mess, so please, come here.
No frickin' thank you.
Why though?
I have things of my own that I'm busy with. I already cut ties with you a long frickin' time ago, and I don't have the time to come out and see someone that I don't care to know about. Now, have fun at your crappy wedding. It'd be great if any of those friends you invited actually show up today. But that's if you even have any friends left to call your friends. After that, none of those so-called friends that Tracy thought she had ended up showing to her wedding, and that started to make her husband question things about her, and he called the wedding off. Tracy had originally planned to use her wedding as another way to pick on Dawn and make herself feel as though she was on top. But after everything that Dawn brought up turned out to be true, there was nobody around for Tracy to show off to. After Tracy had tried so hard to make this another chance for her to make Dawn feel bad, it turned out that this whole wedding was making Tracy feel terrible. Tracy tried in one last move to save her wedding to call those she invited, but soon learned that most of them had either blocked her or hated her enough to pick up the phone and tear into her. It seems that most of these people had moved out of town as well, so all those invitations Tracy relied so much on never even made it to her supposed guests. Soon after, Tracy's husband, although newlywed, found out about this part of Tracy's past and immediately took a 180 and asked for a divorce. Had Tracy just thought about things a bit more, she might have been able to avoid all this by only inviting those that actually see her as their friends still, if those people are even out there anymore.
Hey, are you home? Open up. Tina? Where are you? Right in front of your house. How long are you going to make me wait? I'm sorry, were we expecting you today? No! Do I need a reason to come to my son's house? Is that what you're implying? No. I'm out, so I can't come to the door. We weren't expecting any visits. Work? Your office is near the house, right? Come over here immediately. I can't. It doesn't work that way. Please understand. So you're telling me to wait hours for you to come home? How dare you? You know I work full-time. You're the one coming unannounced. Wouldn't you think it's obvious that you're in the wrong? None of your cheeky business. Whatever. I still can't be there right now. I have to earn a living. Call your son. I can't get through with my son. That's why I'm here, isn't it? We didn't ask of you. What? Your son's home, by the way. Wake him up if you please. He'll let you in. What? Wake him up? Is he still sleeping? He was out late and came home in the morning. He was drinking, so I don't think he'll be up till afternoon. He was out that long? Oh my boy, he must be so stressed. I guess so? Is there malice in what you're saying? Of course, I'm saying you're the one responsible. My son never took a sip of alcohol until he married you. You must be a bad influence to him, stressing him out. Are you saying that our marriage is the cause of his stress? It must be least affecting him somehow, living far away from me, never allowed to see his parents. He must be having a hard time. I always tell him that he can go wherever or whenever as much as he pleases. As a matter of fact, he actually visits you every weekend. And what is wrong with that? You won't let him be free to come back home. Okay, I never said that. He was out drinking with his friends last night. He's not sleeping in because he's stressed. He's just tired because he stayed up the night. Even so, his drinking habit is all because of you. You're owning to this stress. I seriously doubt that. He seems to be living a stress-free lifestyle as far as I know. What are you talking about? Anyways, it's not a good idea for you to be at the front door for so long, and I can't be there, so please kill the time or go on home. Wait, can't you bring me the keys over lunch break or something? What's the meaning of a lunch break if I don't get any break? I need to eat. No, you don't. You think lunch is more important than me? As I said, you can go home. I'm not getting off until 5 p.m. How dare you! To think I came for nothing. You should have called beforehand or talked to your son. I can only be at home on the weekends. I know that, but you should get off work on the days I come. I didn't know you were coming, okay? I just got a text. He's woken up. Oh, good for you. I'll be waiting inside till you come back. Come home soon. What? You don't need to wait up for me. Are you there, Tina? Tina, how long are you intending to stay? As long as I want. It's my right as a mother. That may be so, but it's draining our schedule. How rude! My son says he has still 3 days off. I'm planning to stay for the time being. You don't mind, do you? No, but would your husband be okay alone? I don't care about him. He keeps on complaining on everything I do. I think it's the best for us if I just never went back, you know. What do you mean by that? I mean, I would come live with you two. That will teach my husband a lesson. I don't think that's a good idea. Did you two fight? Not a fight to be exact. I said to him that we should live in with our son and make for their own good. He objects. Haha, that's the reason of the fight. Yes, so it clearly involves you. But then, he was really mean to me. Let the newlyweds have their space, he says. Right, now I get it. I'm just concerned about your future. What if one of us gets sick? Or if you have grandchildren? We should be supporting each other, don't you think? I think that doesn't mean we should live together in the same house. What are you talking about? Your husband is my only son. He is the one who will take care of us in our old age. Our grandchild is our precious heir. I need to supervise your parenthood, or else who knows how the poor child will end up. Even if we have children, they will be our child before your grandchild. I will bring him up how I would want to. No way. I can't allow that. This is why you are not suitable for my son. Suitable? A bride's only job is to deliver a baby. Bringing up a child should be done by the groom's experienced parents. My husband and I will make the child a proud heir. I have never heard such a thing. So you're saying you're going to take away my child from me? Yes. You're working full-time anyways and won't have time to care. And if there's a possibility you would quit your job after childbirth, all the pressure is on our son. I have every right to bring up my own child. You can take them away from me. It's not normal. Oh, but it is. You just don't understand it. What you're saying is, my husband and his sister was brought up by their grandparents as well. Not in their case. I didn't have a job. What? Then I'll quit mine. Huh? If your husband brought food to the table and you nurtured the children at home, it won't be that different for your son to work and for me to be a stay-at-home wife. You're not listening to me. This will be a burden for him. It's a burden for me too. I have to take care of someone's life at home. Stop squibbling, you. I don't intend on having a child I can't parent. We're not stable enough as it is. You're already 27. When I was your age, I already gave birth to 2. different times and different measures. If we had twice the income and savings, then we might think about having children. How come you don't have enough savings? You both work jobs. You don't know? Figures. I've been trying to tell you, your son's unemployed. Don't lie to me. That isn't possible. It's your fault you can't manage the books. You must be on a spending spree or something. I only get my hair done twice a year. I work full-time every day. And on a spending spree? What kind of meds are you on? I heard from my own son. He's been working so hard and you make him do house chores. Huh? Who's working so hard? My son. He's lying to you. He spends his day playing games and the least he can do is housework. I think it will be good for him. That's enough. You don't get a say in what your husband does. If he doesn't want to do the chores, then tell him to go get a job and earn more than me. I don't want any part in this argument. You'll regret this, I'm telling you. If you say so. I don't care in the slightest. I'm going back to work. Wait, we're not done yet. Are you there, Mick? Is it true you're going to be away this weekend on a business trip? Yes. Then I'll stay over again this week while you're gone. My son and I need some bonding together. Your son said he'll be out drinking with his friends. Won't be back till morning again. I already talked to him about that. Okay, sure. Do whatever you want. I don't need your permission. It's my son's house. I need to check. You're only home on Sunday, right? That's the plan. I was thinking of popping to check in on my parents and be back by Sunday afternoon. Is that so? Why don't you stay with them for a while? It's closer to your office too. There will be too much luggage and my files are back at the house, so I need to come home anyways. Oh, come on and have some time for yourself. My son and I are planning to declutter the house on Sunday. You know how he hoards stuff in his room. We were talking that I should get on with it while I'm there. Oh, very well. I can help. It's okay. You're always tired. We'll handle everything. Think of it as a small getaway. Me? Tired? A getaway? You said you were busy with work. It'll get dusty and noisy when we're cleaning. It's better for all of us. What are you up to? I'm not up to anything. You make me seem hateful. I was honestly just trying to help. Right. I'll take you up on the offer. I'll pack my things for the weekend and take them with me on a trip. I'll see you Monday then. Wonderful. Take as much time as you want. It still feels weird. I can't explain it. What is going on? Oh, you're back. How was the trip? Please explain. There's no explanation. It's as it seems. My son and I moved out. What? If you desperately want us to come back, apologize for what you've done. Beg for it in tears. We might consider. What will it be? What do I need to apologize for? How can you be so selfish? You're the one that's selfish, disregarding both your husband and I. Won't have any children. Always working and never cared for the family. It's as if you're wearing the pants in this house. You know there's a logic reason. I don't care about your reasoning. You want your husband back? Let all of us live together as a family. What? If you accept, then we'll tell you where we are. I guess I'll never find out then. What? For the life of me, I don't give a damn about your whereabouts. But it will be inconvenient to live on like this. Can you have your son sign the divorce papers? Wait a minute. You aren't seriously letting us go? Dead serious. Actually, it's a dream come true. I finally get the parasite out of my life. Huh? You are the parasite, the good-for-nothing wife. Nuh-uh, your son can't hold down a job. You aren't capable of listening anything that I say. Barging into my house and linger for days. Hold down who? Your son. I already told you, he's a damn couch potato. I have never heard of this. Why don't you look back at all of our texts? I explained it to you because you were so persistent. We talked about the house chores, don't you remember? My son hasn't told me anything. He did threaten me not to tell his parents. I try to keep quiet, but I've reached my limit. I can't keep his ego in check for him. Some useless ego he has. Are you making fun of him? Not only him, you too, Tina. What? My brilliant son, my apple in my eye. If only he didn't marry her. And so on. It makes me laugh. Your son is a no good man than you think. Have you no shame, harassing us like that? Who's harassing who? You never cared about a word I said. That's because you never fully explained anything. I did, but you didn't believe me. No, you choose to speak so we can't comprehend. Fine, I'll start from the top. Keep your eyes and ears open this time, okay? Huh? Your son quit his job 3 months ago. Since then, he hasn't looked for a new employment and became the loser couch potato that he is. Who are you calling a loser? Your precious son, of course. I'm the one bringing food to the table, working my ass off morning to night. I paid for your living while you stayed with us. You see how it won't help me or you financially if you lived with us? I don't believe you. My son can't be. I was waiting for him to get on his knees and beg for mercy while he would hunt on a job. But that never happened, and even allowed you to manipulate our lives. The nerve. Wait, wouldn't it be beneficial for you to live with us? How would it be beneficial? More people equal more chores. I have never seen you help us in the house, like doing the laundry or cleaning the dishes. I just thought I should respect not to touch others' belongings. Respect? You talk of respect when you barge in your son's house unannounced? You care about that? Well, Besides, you just went back to your own house, didn't you? Judging by the heavier belongings that are still here, my guess is that you couldn't afford to have someone carry them. Your son's unemployed and he doesn't have the money, not even to get a new place. I don't understand. This is the part where you beg us for our forgiveness. No way. If you want things done the way you want it, turn your personality around 180 degrees and have your son find a job for God's sake. It's your job as a wife to support your husband. Just because you have a job, big deal. And I supported him for months. That's what you're supposed to do. Well, I can't take any more responsibility in what he does. Good luck finding a suitor who can endure a loser of a husband and his blood-sucking mother. I highly doubt there will be one. You're not serious about the divorce? Of course I am. You started this war. I was only taking a chance. To be honest, I'm really happy. It's like the trash took itself out. By the way, I had the locks changed, so don't bother coming to visit. Why would you do that? That's still my son's house. Actually, no. It's my house. I bought it when I was still living on my own, and I have a strict policy. No losers allowed. Screw you! You'll regret what you've done. Don't worry. I won't. I'm starting a new life for myself and only myself. You're leaving your husband for good? That's what I'm saying this whole time. I give up. Have fun bonding together. If I don't get the signed divorce papers in a week, expect to see me in court. Brace yourselves. Court? Wait, you can't embarrass us that way. Then, have the papers ready in a week. Oh, and there's no property worth splitting in this house, so don't expect to get anything from me. It's time you start paying for your keep. Huh? Hold on a second. Hey, are you listening to me? Mick! hours later, there were some disturbances caused by two people outside of my house, so I got the father-in-law to pick them up. He put his foot down on them. The divorce papers arrived several days later, so I sent them the remaining possessions, and I myself moved out of that house. Being alone gave me the opportunity to save up. Now I can have the luxury to spend money on myself. I had a little regret on not getting rid of those parasites long ago. But you only live life once, and I want to give life to the fullest from now on.
Hey, are you pregnant? You gotta be pregnant, right? Tell me if you're pregnant.
Wait, why? Why are you suddenly asking me if I'm pregnant?
Well, come on, I haven't seen you in a long time, and boom, your stomach is huge. I know you're pregnant, don't try to hide it from me. Either that, or you just ate a whole lot of carbs and it's not Thanksgiving at all, which it is.
I'm pregnant. There, are you happy? Now you know that I'm pregnant.
What? You're joking, right? You know how old you are, Auntie? You're like dinosaur age.
Does that really matter at all? It shouldn't.
I think you're actually like 42 in human years. You're so old, and yet you're pregnant? Oh my god, I will be so embarrassed. I'm definitely grossed out by the fact that you're pregnant.
What? What the hell, Robert?
I mean, I totally get that you guys got married a little later, right? So everything is a little delayed and whatnot. Are you just trying to play keep up because you finally got married? Other people around you already have a family, so you feel like you need to hurry up too? I really wish that you wouldn't bring that kind of crap into our family, you know? Just because you want to feel like everyone else.
Do you realize what you're saying right now, kid? This is not okay. You need to calm down and think before you speak.
Of course I know what I'm saying. Why would you think otherwise? I'm already 21, lady. It's amazing if you think about it. Your little brother's son is already 21 years old. Talk about getting ahead of you, huh? You've really fallen behind. And yet here you are, literally ancient, and now you're pregnant. You gotta be joking, right? Who are you pranking?
Are you done? You're really starting to get under my skin, and I'm not appreciating your snarky little comments. If there's something that you want to tell me, then why don't you just tell me?
No, the person that's getting under my skin is you, old hag. Why the hell are you taking my thunder? You need to cut your shit out, do you understand me? I don't want to be mean anymore, you're right. But let me just say that you really should consider aborting the baby. Not only are you always just an old hag, you're always all quiet and never fun to be around. You're definitely annoying. You really think that kind of woman is gonna be a nice mother? Yeah, good luck figuring that out.
What exactly do you not like about me, Robert? I need you to explain what's going on without insulting me. You're always insulting me. Always telling me that I'm the odd one out, that I'm ugly or fat, whatever. Oh, it's really not like anything in particular, you know? I'm just not a fan of you. Every aspect of your personality just pisses me off, so that's enough for me to hate you. Wait, hang on. Are you still dragging on the fact that I got mad and chewed you out when you were young? Please tell me that's not where this is going. I remember when you were exercising in the parking lot. Do you remember that? It was on a private parking lot, too. You remember how you hit someone else's car with a ball? I remember that, too. You were a little young. And then I scolded you because you were in the wrong. And after that, you've just been treating me like a thorn in your side. Is that why you're still dragging this on?
I don't have any kind of reason to despise you, and frankly, I don't need a reason to hate you. I just hate old hags.
I'm literally the same age as your mother, though. What do you think about that, Robert?
My mother is old, and yes, she's the same age as you. But you know what else? She has a perfect 21-year-old son, too. That perfect son was able to go to a perfect college because his grades were so top of the class, he even had the whole thing paid for. He's now got a job offer from the highest corporate job that Wall Street has to offer, and his future is incredibly bright. You, on the other hand, have nothing. No children, no family, no education, nothing. You're just some old bitch with nothing in her name except apparently you're able to get knocked up. Do you understand what I'm saying, Julie?
I see, okay.
If you understand what I'm saying, go home! Get the hell out of here! No one likes you being here. It's literally just bringing everyone's mood down. You're just a drag and we all want to be gone.
I just came here a second ago. I'm not going home yet. Especially since it's been a while since I've seen my family. This is also my parents' house, so I'm going to be relaxing here as I have every right to do so. You are not able to tell me otherwise, do you understand?
This little old bitch. Whatever. You're gonna regret this later, just you watch. Hey Julie, can I ask you something? Did something happen between you and Robert? You can tell me if something did happen.
What do you mean, did something happen? Why?
Well, I mean, come on. Even the most socially awkward and antisocial shutting can tell that you two are absolutely hating every second of being around each other. Robert is usually so upbeat and bright, but he's just been glaring at you without saying a single word this whole time. It's almost like something out of a horror movie.
I have an idea, genius. Why don't you go ahead and ask him? It seems like he's got it out for me. I definitely don't have anything against him. It's not like I'm the one glaring at him.
He's got it out for you. I don't believe it. Robert isn't that kind of child. He's always so positive and nice. You must have done something, right? He's always someone to face a problem and solve the problems himself. I've never seen him just run away from an issue at all. I've absolutely never seen him look at a relative the way he looks at you and just glare for literally hours on end like that. You did something.
I don't know how you see your own son, but let me tell you something, Vincent. He's not young anymore, and he is definitely able to say some pretty terrible things. I think that Robert is pretty dark and sadistic. He's missing every kind bone in his body. I guarantee you he's been acting a fool in college too. There's no way that he's this bundle of sunshine like you make him out to be.
Come on, Julie, you gotta talk to me. Explain what has happened, because right now I haven't heard anything from either one of you.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll send you some screenshots of the text messages he's been sending me. Maybe then you'll tell me how much of a pleasure he is. I'll be surprised if you think he's still wonderful and amazing after seeing those texts.
Okay, send them. Wait, hang on. You've made these up or something, right? They're not real. You're telling me that my son, that Richard sent these text messages to you? This has to be some kind of mistake, right?
Yeah, you know me, Vincent. I just love to frame my own nephew for things he's never done. Be real with me for a second, I don't want to do this either. But this is the truth. And just so you know, this isn't the only time that he's talked to me like this. He's been keeping this kind of thing up since that day I chewed him out in the parking lot when he was young.
But why didn't you just tell me about it? I would have been fine with talking to him about it and maybe trying to work something out.
I know how much you love your son, and I figured you wouldn't spend a second of your day listening to me complain about your own son. Besides, I only ever met up with him once or twice a year. It really wasn't that big of a deal for me to just suck it up and deal with it. But if I did tell you, it would have just been blown out of proportion, and I just couldn't be bothered.
But Robert, he's been such a great kid. I'm so terribly sorry, Julie. I wish I could take all of this back. I didn't know how two-faced he was, and that is entirely on me. It's my responsibility, and I should have noticed. I'm so sorry for causing you this much emotional damage.
I didn't realize that not only would you listen to me, that you'd even apologize for your own son's actions. This is not the reaction I was expecting. Hang on just a second. Did you have something that didn't really surprise you for? Did something else happen?
Well, to be honest with you, sometimes he's been a little violent. He has these little bursts of rage and no one seems to be able to calm him down. It's over these little things, but he would just start getting really pissed off and take it out on things around him, and wouldn't think twice about talking bad about people around him. He was young, you know. I figured that it was a pretty normal thing to do with kids around his age, but I didn't realize the extent of his behavior.
I see. I really should have told you sooner about all of his behavior, too. Maybe then you would have reacted and tried to correct his actions. I'm sorry, Vincent. I really thought that you wouldn't hear me out at all, so everything I said would have fallen on deaf ears.
I've been thinking about all of this recently, too. I was wondering if I really did what was in Robert's best interest growing up. I've been questioning a lot of how I raised him, you know? I really do think there's no singular correct way to educate him, but I really do feel like maybe I was spoiling him a little too much. And that I was just too lenient on him. But I just believed that Robert would grow into a great kid. But then I had to see your screenshots to really believe that this would happen.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't seem to be the case with Robert. Anyway, hopefully you'll be able to talk some sense into him because I'm not going to deal with this any further. Thank you for listening to me, Vincent.
Yeah, you got it. I'll handle this on my end, too. Huh? You're totally exaggerating, right? You didn't actually need to go to the hospital and stay in hospital for a while, right? So what happened? What did the test results say for your sorry ass? That you're lame and old?
They said that the child is gone and that I won't be able to have this baby. The main cause for my miscarriage was because of the physical trauma due to you shoving me off the stairs.
Oh, I see. Then you should totally just ignore the shitty baby anyway. What a massive baby of a baby. I'm so funny sometimes. Just so you know, it's all your fault. I didn't do anything that I didn't warn you about. You should have been more careful. You really should have listened and heeded my warnings. Instead, you ignored me and decided to stick around like some kind of idiot.
Okay.
What the hell is your problem, lady? You really trying to just shrug me off? You're just an old-ass bitch who really has no right to be around. You're some stupid old lady who loses her balance and falls down a flight of stairs all because I kicked you from behind. You realize how clumsy you have to be to fall over and lose your balance just because you were kicked? Honestly, it's all pretty self-explanatory. Besides, you totally didn't deserve to get pregnant anyway. It's disgusting. Learn your place, you old lady.
You're actually truly rotten inside. I'm impressed by how terrible of a person you are. You disgust me.
You're the rotten one, old lady. Seriously, now there's even a dead rotting baby in you. You should be way more ashamed that you're getting pregnant when you're literally on the verge of being a fossil in like half a year. You really should be thanking me if you successfully had a miscarriage thanks to me drop-kicking you. I should be winning Nephew of the Year awards for cleansing you.
I'm never going to forgive you. You will pay for this.
Ooh, I'm scared of the old bitch.
My lawyer will be reaching out to you soon, so be sure to answer him. He won't stop calling and he won't stop trying to get in touch with you, so don't ignore him.
What? What do you mean, lawyer?
I'm going to sue you. I'm going to charge you criminally and I am going to sue your sorry ass in civil court. I've already filed all of my charges against you. You will for sure be charged with assault and battery, along with potentially attempted murder. You're definitely going to be charged criminally.
What? Sued? Filed charges? What the hell are you talking about? This is just a little civil dispute between relatives. There's no way that the police and lawyers would be able to do anything to me.
Honestly, it makes sense now why you'd be able to do such a thing. I don't think anyone with half a brain cell and the smallest understanding of how society works could have done what you did. You just keep pretending like nothing is ever going to get to you. Just wait till the police are knocking on your door.
You're the one that doesn't have any understanding of how society works. We're literally relatives. I'm your nephew. The police wouldn't take you seriously anyway. Good luck suing me, you dumb old hag.
Like I said earlier, you just keep pretending like you didn't just murder my child. It doesn't change a single thing. You do your best to pay for your crimes in prison, do you hear me? I am never going to forgive you, even if society deems you have paid off its debt.
Pay off debt to society? Seriously? What the hell is going on here? You're talking nonsense. I can tell you're trying your hardest to blow things out of proportion, but let me tell you something, Julie. A real lesson in how the world works. I don't think a single thing is gonna come out of this whole thing. No one is gonna do anything.
I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better and let you know what justice tastes like before the police gets there. Why don't you go ahead and check your social media, huh?
What?
I think if you search something like drop-kicked pregnant, you'll find everything I want you to see.
Wait, what? Hang on just a second. Is this me? What the hell? Why am I everywhere?
Yeah, the video where you literally drop-kick me when I'm 6 months pregnant. It's all over the place now. I think that it's not really surprising, but it's all over the place. Everyone is getting ready to cancel you.
But why the hell? I'm the one that recorded the whole thing in the first place. You shouldn't have the video. Why the hell is it all up over the internet? I don't understand. You better start explaining, Julie, or I'm gonna lose my mind.
You know how you sync your phone and your PC? Let me change that. I know you sync your phone and your PC. They share the same data. So any photos and videos that you take using your phone are immediately uploaded and transferred over to your PC that's in your room. I spoke to your father about this whole thing. I asked him to help me out with the criminal responsible for all of this. I have a suggestion though, idiot. How about you actually add a password to your computer?
What? Yeah, you better be ready for what's coming next. How dare you go into my PC and...
Gotta love being young, huh? It doesn't really need explaining for you to understand what's going on as far as this video circulates around the internet. I don't really think this is the kind of video you want to have blow up either. So, how do you feel about being super popular on the internet? Oh wait, no, sorry, I meant, what does it feel like to be served justice? Mind you, this is only a taste of what's to come next.
What the hell is going on? How the hell do they have my face and my name too? Did you do this?
Oh, you know, I just used your friends and acquaintances to spread all of your information. They did the rest. They were actually all really cooperative about the whole thing. I don't think a single one of your friends said that I shouldn't be doing this. Apparently, you're really despised by your friends.
Damn it! I've paid for their stuff so many times! What the hell? How could they just abandon me like that?
You're just some rich kid that paid for their food. That's all you were to them. You weren't their friend. You were just an ATM. A walking food delivery truck. Wait, hang on. I just had a thought. You're not going to be able to work anymore, huh? They're definitely going to take back their job offer now. Think about it. You might even be expelled from college. They might just throw you out completely, huh? Then you won't have anything. So, let me ask you. What does it feel like to lose literally everything? You're going to be losing so much more, too.
You old bitch! How dare you do this to me? You just wait and see. I'm gonna talk to my father about this. We'll see what he does. You have no idea what he's capable of and how much he loves me. I'm sure that he will make all of this just disappear.
Oh, you're talking about Vincent? Vincent said that he was going to completely cut ties with you. You really thought that he'd be on your side for this, huh?
What?
I threatened him. I told him that if he didn't just abandon you, then I would reveal his name as someone who is going to protect a child murderer. It didn't take him long to make a decision. I made it sound like I really forced his hand, but he was pretty taken aback by his own son's true self, too. So I wouldn't have been surprised if he just ignored you anyway. If anything, I just gave him a good excuse to just kick you out of the family and completely abandon you as a child.
What do you mean abandon? What the hell? I'm literally my father's son. He can't just abandon me like that. We're family, though.
Yes, Vincent is your father, but at the same time, your father is my younger brother. Do you understand? He is seriously regretful of how much he's just let you do whatever you want to do. He knows that he spoiled you way too much. He had a kid when he was really young, so I'm sure he made quite a few mistakes raising you. I don't blame him, but you are definitely a mistake that he has to pay for.
That's why you're gonna say that you're so damn special because you're all old and shit? This bitch. You think you're so damn special and tough.
What? Still trying to do something else to me? We'll see how things go, huh? The police should be on their way any minute now.
Let me just set the record straight, bitch. It takes me one swing and you're lights out on the ground. You understand me? One hit and you're gone. You better be thankful for me that you're even alive and breathing right now. I should knock your ass out.
Wait. Are you serious right now? You sound like some shitty villain from a terrible movie. You're a pretty textbook definition of a loser. You wear baggy-ass clothes and chains like you never grew out of your middle school days. You might be able to study and work hard in your books, and you might even look like you're a straight-edge person, but let's face the facts. You can see the loser just eking out behind the facade that you put up, and it's really just useless. Everyone can see that you're a loser. Stop trying to pretend you're such a badass. You talk all this mad shit, and yet, this supposed to be big man targets a pregnant woman. I don't see you fighting any professional MMA fighters. If you were able to be at least a little bit objective in how you look and how horrible your taste is in fashion, none of this probably would have happened. So, I'm not sure why I'm telling you any of this at all.
I'm done. You've pushed me over the edge. This is all your fault. Do you understand me? This is all you. You better be ready. I hope you have some bulletproof vests. You said you're at the hospital right now.
Oh, you're gonna come by the hospital right now to check up on how I'm doing? Oh my god, you're such a sweetheart. I'll be waiting in my bed, hooked up to my IVs. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing all right. I know you took quite a nasty fall on the stairs yesterday, right? I heard you all the way from my bed.
Ugh.
You screwed up your leg, didn't you? Pretty sure I saw your ankle twist in a way it shouldn't. But, I mean, it's all your fault, yeah? You just tried to dropkick me again. Literally a second time after I just told you that you're going to be charged and arrested. I'm not a complete idiot, though. You know what they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It was pretty easy for me to dodge your kick. Not only did you miss your kick, you literally jumped off the top flight of stairs and tumbled all the way down. Seriously, how much of a loser can you be?
Yeah, you're the reason that my life is completely screwed up now. You've ruined everything for me. The doctors have told me that they're not sure if my leg will be moving anymore. They say that I have a pretty bad nerve injury in my upper spine. Apparently, I might not even be able to walk for the rest of my life. I could literally be stuck in a wheelchair.
I'm seriously still trying to understand the mental gymnastics you had to do to somehow blame that on me, when you're the one that jumped off the top of the stairs.
It's your fault! It's all your fault that you initially embarrassed me anyway. If you hadn't embarrassed me, then this whole thing would have never happened.
I knew it! You were definitely holding a grudge against me for that one time I scolded you in the parking lot. You were lifting and exercising in the parking lot because you were trying to show off to girls, right? I totally remember every single part of that day. And yet, all they saw was some loser getting yelled at and scolded by an adult. You must have been so incredibly embarrassed, huh?
If you were gonna scold me, you should have at least scolded me somewhere where people weren't looking, then I wouldn't have cared as much. But you didn't, and now because of that...
You're telling me that this whole thing has been over one stupid little thing that happened over a decade ago? A life was lost because of that?
What?
You murdered my child in cold blood because you were so upset that I scolded you when you were a child? That's what you call an equal response? You realize how difficult it is to get naturally pregnant in my 40s? Let me tell you, it's really freaking hard. And yet I was blessed with a child, and you murdered it.
Okay, yeah, maybe I took it a little too far. Only a little bit, though. I didn't get carried away.
I've lost all hope to stay on this planet because of you. I don't want to be alive anymore. Do you understand? You've stolen the reason I want to be alive. My husband barely even talks anymore because he lost his child. You know how difficult this whole thing must be for him, right? You're not even really blood related to him. You're just some random man that murdered his child. I don't know how to keep living like this while having this huge burden looming over us like some terrible, shitty cloud. I don't know how I can wake up tomorrow morning and pretend like everything is okay, because it isn't.
Hey, would it be alright if I just apologize to you? I need to apologize to you. I understand now how terrible of an atrocity I've committed. I really can't move from my bed right now, though. But I want you to let me apologize to you. I want to apologize to you right away.
I don't want to listen to you apologize when you're just doing it to clear your guilty conscience. You can carry that with you to the grave.
No, that's not why I want to apologize to you. I just really feel like I understand the extent of damage that I've caused to everyone involved in all of this. Please let me apologize to you. I'm not messing around anymore. I'm being dead serious.
Absolutely not. You're never going to apologize to me, and I'm never going to accept any form of apology you manage to spit out. This is just some relatives arguing, right? I don't give a shit. Afterwards, Robert was arrested and charged on several counts of aggravated assault and attempted murder. The police took no mercy on him. He was sentenced to prison in addition to all of the fees and damages that he owed to Julie and her family. He is now in what is considered one of the worst penitentiaries of the state. His legs are also in bad shape. He was told by the doctors in the prison that he would be unable to walk and would most likely never be free of his leg pain. He now spends the rest of his days in a wheelchair. Prison is probably the last place you'd want to be when you're an easy target. He won't be in prison for life or even for that long when you consider the crime that was committed, but even if he gets out, he has no one waiting for him. No family, no relatives, no friends. He's got no money either. The internet has shown no mercy and has gone full-blown torch and pitchfork on him. The internet is probably better aware of his life details than anyone else at this point. His reputation will not be disappearing anytime soon. I would say that it's almost impossible for him to be happy anymore, which is still not enough punishment in my book. But I don't want to keep thinking about revenge. Our emptiness, the void that he has created in our hearts, will not be filled because of this. But I am glad to know that the judicial system is fair and justice has been done. I currently live with my husband away in the middle of nowhere to hopefully get over this whole thing. We are both working hard every day to make sure we are able to make a new family with the two of us, once again.
Hey, Calvin! Can't wait for you to finally meet my parents tomorrow. Oh, I'm so happy that we're getting married.
Me too, Teresa. I just hope that your father won't hate me because I remember you telling me that he's pretty strict. I hope he doesn't say no.
Yeah, he is, but you should be okay because you're a lawyer.
What do you mean by that? So he won't like me if I wasn't a lawyer?
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Sorry if it sounded like that. My parents are both lawyers and my brother is an apprentice lawyer, so he values education and professionalism a lot.
Oh, you never told me about this.
Really? Well, now you know. We'll show him how much we love each other, so don't worry about that. Can I ask you one favor, though? Can you lie about the schools you graduated from? Can you say that you graduated from Harvard or something?
Why do I need to lie about that?
Well, like I said, my dad is strict when it comes to education, so don't say that you completed your education through alternative and night programs, okay? It's kinda embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing?
I don't know how to say this, but isn't a night program lower level than regular school?
There's no difference. It's just a regular school, but at night, so I never thought it was something embarrassing. It improved my skills and knowledge, and I'm proud of my accomplishments.
Okay, that's great, but just don't say that, okay?
Why? I don't want to lie about anything, so I'll be honest with it.
Seriously? You gonna embarrass me? I was able to finally find someone to marry who's a lawyer, so please don't ruin it. If my dad ends up not liking you, then I need to start over and find someone else. But I don't want to do that because I want to get married. So, can you lie about the school thing? It's only once.
I don't want to lie because that's just not me. I want to be honest about everything. I have a question though. Do you really want to get married to me? Genuinely?
What do you mean? Of course I do. You're the love of my life, and I can't imagine being with anyone else.
Sorry for asking. It just sounds like you want to get married to the lawyer me, and not me as a person. I mean, if you want to get married to a lawyer, then it doesn't have to be me.
It has to be you. You're the one I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%.
Okay then.
Anyway, be careful for tomorrow, okay?
I don't know what you mean, but I'm just going to be myself, okay? One thing I will not do is lie.
Please cooperate with me tomorrow, okay?
We'll see. See you tomorrow. How dare you come to my house, you loser! Is this Teresa's father? How did you know my ID? Teresa told me because I wasn't done with you. Why the hell did you leave? Do you not understand what you've done to me? So what? I just wanted a loser who graduated from a low-level school to know his place. Now that you understand, do not come close to my daughter, okay? You hear me? So, just because of that reason, you decide to look down on me, hit me with an ashtray, and kick me out? Can you still call yourself a lawyer? Of course! I became a lawyer to destroy people like you. The reason why you want to marry her is because of her money, right? You seem to be a self-proclaimed lawyer, but it's probably a scam anyways. Thank God Teresa dodged a bullet. You could have married her if you didn't talk about your education. I didn't need to hide it, because it's true, and I'm proud of it. I managed to graduate from school while working and studying at the same time because my family was poor growing up. Proud of going to a low-level school? You are something. You're just a scammer and trying to deceive our daughter, right? What are you talking about? I know everything. Every scammer that I met in my life are like that because they want money. Your plan was to say that you're a lawyer and marry Teresa and take all of her money, right? Don't you think a scammer like that deserves that punishment? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but that is not true. Are you sure that you're a lawyer? You're offensive. Lawyers are supposed to be professional and respectful. Yes. How many times do I need to tell you? Are you insulting me? No. It's just that if you belong to the legal field, you should know that violence is not the answer. You should resolve something in a peaceful and respectful manner, you know? What is the benefit for you to beat me up? Before you answer the question, I just want to say that I'm not a scammer, okay? I just gave you a tough lesson. Yeah, let's see about that. Why would I be respectful towards you? I'll say it again, but you went to a low-level school and probably are after Teresa's money. You deserve that. What you have done constitutes a crime of violence. Do you understand that you hurt me? Yeah, and? Why are you talking like a lawyer all of a sudden? Don't act like a lawyer, kid. Excuse me? Let me guess what you're going to do. Are you going to file a police report? Yes. I knew it! If you are, there's no way you can win against me. Is that a threat? Nope. It's just a nice way of telling you to not waste your time. Do you think that I'll let a loser like you marry my daughter? Nobody marries my daughter unless they're a lawyer. Looks like you look down on people who are not lawyers. I mean, there are other professions that are equally great as being a lawyer, you know. Aren't you embarrassed to do that? Okay, you know what? I'm wasting my time arguing with you. I'll tell Teresa that the engagement is off and to dump you. I completely agree with that, so I have no objection. I already told her that I would like to call off the engagement, actually. Great! We're now strangers. Go back to your shitty life. I won't reach out to her, so please, don't worry about that. You don't feel bad about what you did to me? Of course not! You lied to marry my daughter, so I hit you. Is there something wrong? I was just protecting her. Also, give up filing a police report on me, because you can't beat me. I'm a lawyer too, by the way. Stop lying, you asshole! I wonder how you will feel if I told you that I'm actually an elite lawyer. Oh my god, just stop embarrassing yourself. I know that it's a lie, so you should shut your mouth. If you really are a lawyer, you should have heard about me. My name is Calvin Meza. What? I'm famous in this field. So if you're really a lawyer, you should know me. Are you seriously still going to lie to me? No, I'm known as the super lawyer. If you still don't know me, why not ask someone who works in the area if they know me? I'm also in newspapers and magazines. If you still don't believe me, Google my name. It's true. Calvin Meza, the 35-year-old super lawyer who never lost a case. What? How? Well, I did go to an alternative and night program, but after graduating, I was licensed to practice law immediately because I passed the bar exam on my first try. It's not good to look down on people from what school they graduated from. What? Is this all real? Yep. It says on the website too, right? I will never lie about this. I will say it again. But what you have done is a crime. If you're a lawyer yourself, why not deal with it by yourself? I'm going to sue you, so good luck with that. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything! You're still saying that you didn't do anything? Okay, let's fight this in court. What? In court? What are you talking about? Are you trying to sue me? Of course. You hit me with an ashtray, and I got hurt because of that. Did you think that I was going to forgive you? I'll make sure to take revenge, of course, with the law, not violence. Wait, can you please hold on? Hold on? To what? Can we talk about this once? No, I don't want to go back. I bet that you're plotting something with Teresa to take me back, which I won't. I found out some interesting facts about you, by the way. I contacted people, and it was really easy to get information about you. I was always wondering where you worked, because you act like you're better than everyone. She's in her room now, so I'm not plotting anything. So can you please come back? What facts? Absolutely not. So you call yourself a family of lawyers, but the real lawyer in your family is only your brother, right? Also, you failed the bar exam 4 times and gave up and couldn't become a lawyer, so you just worked in the legal field and pretended to be one. Who told you that? Why would I tell you? You probably will do the same thing to that person. Give me a hint. What's the person's initial? I can't share personal information whatsoever. I actually knew that you weren't a lawyer from the beginning, because everyone should have at least seen me once somewhere. You never talk to people around here? I don't want to waste my time talking to them! Wow. You still think you're better than everyone else? You were lying about yourself and to your whole family. Aren't you embarrassed? Shut up! So, now that you know everything, do you have anything to say? I didn't expect for this to happen. I didn't know you were a lawyer. Does that mean that you would act the same way if the person wasn't a lawyer? You not being able to answer it immediately means that you will. Hey, can we act like this never happened? Can we talk about this once? Can we act like this never happened? Are you for real? Yes, I will approve the marriage with Teresa. What? I just wanted to protect my daughter. You know, parental instinct. I seriously apologize for making fun of you and hurting you. You just want to protect yourself, right? Not at all. This apology is from the bottom of my heart. So can you please forgive me and take care of Teresa? It doesn't seem genuine. Plus, what do you mean take care of her? I'm allowing you to marry her! Are you happy? Why would I be? What? Did you not see that she was laughing while I was getting hit by you? I thought she was crazy, so that's why I want to call off the engagement. I almost married a psycho! Luckily, I was able to know her true colors. Excuse me? A psycho? Yes. She didn't even bother to talk back to you and laughed at someone getting hurt. If I ask someone about this situation, they'll all say that she's a psycho, so I'll stay away from her. Actually, I don't want to see her anymore. Why? I think she was panicking when that happened and couldn't think straight. Do people laugh when they're in a panic? Well, some people do, like me. I think that people normally cry or scream when they see someone get hurt. You guys are so weird. Like father, like daughter. We have a different sense of humor than normal people, okay? That's a sense of humor? That's just disgusting. You guys need help, you know. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, she probably wants to get married to you, so please, do! She wants to get married to me because I'm a lawyer. You brainwashed her by saying that she can only marry a lawyer, so I think she doesn't love me as a person. That's not true! I didn't brainwash her! She just followed her passion, and not my words. Then why is she obsessed with lawyers? I think it's because she loves Legally Blonde and Law & Order. You don't need to lie. I think she'll marry anyone who's a lawyer. No, she won't! My daughter chose the right guy, and I was wrong all along! Nope. Sorry, but it's too late now. This was a good thing because you wanted to kick me out, right? No, that's not true. I never wanted to kick you out. You left on your own. I wanted to talk to you. I doubt that. If I stayed longer, I think you would have hurt me more. Hey, do you know what else is good? What? I don't have to be related to a criminal. Criminal? Why? I'm going to sue you. I mean, you said that you're a family of lawyers, so maybe you can do something about this. Maybe your brother, who's an apprentice lawyer, can help? I seriously want to know who actually is a lawyer in your family. I will seriously apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm so sorry. Please don't sue me. My company will find out and probably will fire me. Oh, now you're being really sorry because you're in trouble. Sorry, but I won't forgive you. I will file a police report. Why? Hey, if you have a problem with it, I don't mind going to court if you're okay with that. No, please don't! Help me! Why don't you start looking for a family member who's a lawyer? There's no one who can help me! What should I do? Then how about looking for a good lawyer then? Good luck with that, and see you at court. You shouldn't fake being a lawyer, dude. after the incident, he didn't bother to make a settlement and didn't argue in court, so I won without any problems. He now has a criminal record, and his family cut ties with him, and he even got fired from his company because of violence and is having a mental breakdown. Teresa was really desperate to take me back, but I declined and blocked her. It looks like they both moved in the middle of nowhere trying to look for jobs. I mean, this is all their fault, right?
Are you also planning on coming to my wedding now, Faith? Jasmine, congratulations on getting married. And yes, I am planning on coming along to your wedding as well. I received your invitation a while back and made sure to RSVP, but perhaps you never heard anything about that yet? I have heard all about that already, and that's the whole reason I'm asking you if you're coming or not. Why would you be asking me if I'm coming or not again then? You're still planning to come to my very special day even though you're in a wheelchair? Why would you do that? And actually, what do you have against me that makes you want to come and ruin the one day I ask for everything to be perfect? So that's what all this is about then. What you're telling me, Jasmine, is that you don't actually want me to come to your wedding then. And that's why you're trying to make it seem as though I'm going to come to your wedding with the want to destroy it? I'm not just trying to make it seem that way, though. I know that when you come into the wedding hall in that moving jail cell of yours, you're going to make sure the whole atmosphere goes sour. What do you actually think you're doing coming to my wedding in that thing? I'm telling you that there will be no place for disabled people like you at my wedding. I don't need you to have a seat or anything prepared for me anyway, as I'm already sitting and can just roll up behind everyone else. I'm sure that it may be difficult for me to see such things if I'm behind a bunch of other people, but I'll make things work when I get there. You really want to come to my wedding that badly, huh? Don't you realize that having to cater to a cripple during the whole day will cause others to become stressed out? Seriously, why the hell are you wanting to come to the wedding? It's a mystery to me. You're going to be a huge disturbance for everyone, yet you still think it's okay to come? A disturbance? You really think I'm going to allow myself to get in everyone else's way while I'm there? Actually, can you explain to me in detail how I'm going to be a disturbance to everyone at your wedding? I'm sure you'll have a hard time giving me some examples of that, so perhaps you should stop trying to make me out as some sort of heartless monster. Well, it's only natural that the one being a huge disturbance wouldn't bother thinking about all the problems they can cause. You're being pretty rude today, Jasmine. But I guess I should be expecting that sort of behavior from you. Well, I understand how you feel about me coming on your once-in-a-lifetime day. But you're not the only person that's allowed to invite people to your wedding, and it seems to me that someone else would really like me to be there. So what choice should I make when it comes to me coming or not? It's still your wedding after all, so if you really do want me to stay away from your wedding, then I'll listen to you and do as you wish. I know that my brother wants you to be there, but he's way too nice of a person to tell you the truth to your face. I mean, that's probably the whole reason behind him ending up with a crippled woman in the first place. He was too nice to say no to you back then, and even now he can't bring himself to say no to you and tell you the reality of things. Maybe he just likes to be a charitable person, and this was his way of sacrificing something he had for another, lesser being. What do you think about being a bit nicer to me, Jasmine? Not only are you being rude to me, but you've started to say things about Hank that I'm sure he'd be upset about. You're the one feeding off his kindness, so what makes you think I care about how I'm making you feel right now? Well, here's something for you, Faith. I do not see you as anyone close to my sister-in-law, okay? And the reason for that is because I felt very bad for my poor brother and the fact that he forced himself to be with you. How about you go try and tell something like that to Hank then instead of me? I'm sure that you letting him know how you'd feel about him and I will quickly get you the results a whole lot quicker than telling me. Because you sitting there going off on me like this is not going to get you anywhere or change anything between us at all. So if you really don't want me to come to your wedding and you have a good reason for it, then tell your brother that and see what he thinks. Faith, you're really a pain to deal with and a disgusting woman. I'm asking you to stay away from my wedding with the hopes that my brother never has to know the real reason why. Without him knowing why you don't want me there? You know that he's going to become suspicious about things the moment I don't come with him to the wedding hall. I have no idea why you even think it's possible to hide something like that from him. Oh, maybe you're trying to say that you don't want him finding out about how twisted of a soul you have and about the way you've been talking to me right now?
Shut up! Listen to me, Faith, if you actually do come to my wedding, then I'm never going to forgive you for it. And another thing, if you say anything to my brother that would cause him to suspect I've done anything, I'll make you regret ever coming around him or I. So if you'd like to find out what I'll do to you after coming, then be my guest. At least in my case, if I were you, I'd stay away and not even try to poke the bear, which is me. Well, if you're saying that you don't want me talking with your brother about any of this, then how am I supposed to stay away from your wedding without him noticing? I'm sure if you put some thought into all of this, you would understand why what you're asking for is not making any sense. How about to stop myself from being a disturbance at the wedding, I just show up for a little bit to say hi to everyone and then head back home? That should be okay with you, right? I'm telling you that I don't even want to see your face on my special day. Well, I'm trying to think of what to do for your sake, Jasmine. Anyway, I need to go. Goodbye. And with that, have you finally been given the chance to think about all I'd said to you earlier? Maybe you came all the way here today to learn the truth about where you stand in this family and within society itself. Kicking me down on the day of your own dang wedding? Do you understand what you've just done to me, Jasmine? You've just gone and wrecked my wheelchair by doing all of that to me. Looking at you right now, you really do look like a fish out of water, wiggling around on the floor. You know, I had to kick you in that wheelchair after you came here uninvited. If it wasn't for that hunk of metal that you're stuck in, I wouldn't have had to go through all this work showing you that you don't belong here. So you kicked me down just because I'm in a wheelchair? Are you seriously going to tell me that you have no idea how horrible of a person you're being right now saying things like that to me? I get that you don't want me to be here today on your most important day, but are you not aware that you took things a bit too far to show me that? Just know that if you say anything about this to my brother, I'm going to kick you down even harder and send you to the hospital. It'd suck having to be kicked down again, even now that you don't have anything to help you move around anymore, right? Hearing that I'll do it again to you should help make your choice pretty clear right now, right? Jasmine, you've shown me today that no matter what I try saying to you about the way you've been treating me, my words will never enter your ears. I've told you plenty of times now. I don't even see you as my sister-in-law, so you should not be coming to my wedding. What kind of stranger thinks it's okay to come into some random person's wedding like you have, especially when you're a cripple? I'm not going to have a place for you here, so you're just wasting everyone's time and energy by barging in. I can see that you're having a great time saying such discriminating things about me, but do you really now see how disgusting of a person you're being right now? I'm not going to listen to anything a low-life cripple has to say about me. Especially one that's just been kicked down after showing up to a wedding for someone she doesn't even know and was never invited to. And why would I ever invite you to my wedding when you're stuck in that chair? If after being kicked out of that chair has taught you anything about your position in this world, then go ahead and leave my wedding.
Then, we're heading home as well.
Huh?
This would be Faith's husband. And since it seems you're taking things that far, we're going to head home ourselves.
Huh? Hank? Faith's husband would be you, right, Hank? What are you going on about? Today is your little sister's wedding, right? I'm sorry that I have to kick your wife out of here, but my older brother leaving my wedding to go back home isn't okay, right? You're part of my family.
Well, Faith is part of my family, and I'm not going to let you continue to harass her the way you have been. And to make sure that it can never happen again between you and her, I'm going to be cutting ties with you.
Hold on, man. Do you even understand what you're saying to me, Hank? You're supposed to be nice all the time, right? So why are you saying something so scary to me right now? Did something change inside you? Because you're acting really strange. Did Faith end up saying something to you that she shouldn't have?
Before you start to even question the way I'm acting right now, how about you take a look at what you've done to her and answer that question? You literally just kicked my wife out of her wheelchair at your own wedding. There's no way in hell I'm going to be forgiving you for doing something so ridiculous to her.
I told you to hold on a second. Are you really this upset with me right now over something like that? The way you're treating me is really worrying me now. What should we do about this? After hearing something like that from your normally kind and precious older brother, you're probably starting to sweat now, right? Huh? Is this you, Faith? What was up with that? Are you trying to give me a freaking heart attack with that crap? Trying to fake being my brother and sending messages like that is the worst thing you could do to the bride on her wedding day. I'm not going to continue talking to someone that's a complete freak if she can't talk about things with me like an adult. That's what I've been thinking about you, Jasmine. What? What you just heard from Hank was actually typed by him. And after what he's heard about you and the way you've been treating me, he is very upset and will probably not take things lightly around you anymore. Actually, he's going to talk about this with some family and friends now. Huh? He's going to talk about what with all of them right now? Oh, they're starting to say that they all want to leave as well now. What? What the hell are you talking about, Faith? I'd really like it if you stopped talking like a crazy person around me and started to explain what all of that means, please. Everyone is starting to make it seem as though they're fine with cutting ties with you, so don't worry about what they're all doing. As of right now, they've all sided with me on thinking that you're acting like a jerk because of everything you've said and done to me. There's no way they'd all side with you, though. They're all family and friends of mine. Why are they starting to side with a stranger, and a crippled stranger at that? Jasmine, the whole reason for that is that what you done to me was not the right thing to do. What did I do to you? When it comes to everything you've done, everything you've thought of, it's all been wrong. And not just wrong, but far from normal, actually. And Hank being pissed at you is the correct response to all of that. And right now, everyone is beginning to walk out of the building, and I think I'm going to head home myself now. Wait a second. Are you actually telling the truth right now? Now you have yourself a wonderful day doing this wedding with none of your friends or family around. And as for the wheelchair of mine that you've ruined, I'll be coming to you later to get the money to repair it. You can understand me doing that, right? You want to come and get money from me now? What the hell? I've never heard of anyone ever doing that to someone for teaching them a simple lesson. I told you everything just a second ago, Jasmine. You can read, can't you? What I said is that you've wrecked my wheelchair after kicking me out of it. For some reason, an idiot like you thought it was a good idea to kick me out of the one thing that I rely on to get around, as well as broke it in the process. So now I need to take my wheelchair in to be repaired, and you're going to be the one paying for all the repairs that need to be made to it. Not only is the structure of it bent, but you also broke one of the front wheels off the chair. That'll only cost a few $100s to repair, right? Well, it would be nice if it only cost that much, but based off all the damage you've done, it'll cost way more than that. But I have no way of paying you that kind of money right now. Also, my family and friends leaving my wedding is crazy, right? If my husband and his family find out about all of this, things will go way downhill for me. Well, it looks to me like they already know all about what's going on here today between you and I, but... Huh? What do you mean by that? What happened between you and I? I'm saying that they know about how you came up to me and kicked me out of my wheelchair and onto the floor, as well as broke my wheelchair in the process. Apparently, one of your husband's family members saw this all go down, and since you're in your wedding dress, they know it had to have been you doing that to me. They then went ahead and told your husband about all of that in a panic. Wait, what you're saying should have never happened today. Crap. Now they're saying that they want this wedding to be canceled after what's happened. Well, that would be the best choice after what everyone's heard and seen from you. Now, even your husband's side of the family is shocked by the character you've displayed today, and I'm sure they all don't want you staying married to your husband. And that poor family member that had to witness all of that in the first hand today, I'm sure they never expected you to be the kind of person that thinks it's okay to kick someone out of their wheelchair. But I'm sure anyone would have been shocked by seeing that. This is all way too screwed up. Saying that they want this wedding to be canceled now. All I wanted was for cripples like you to stay out of my wedding. That's it. It was also that my day and my husband's day would be perfect and not ruined by someone who can't stand up on their own. Why did you have to come here today and ruin everything that I worked so hard for? This is all your fault that I'm going to have to leave here today with no fond memories of my husband and I. I told you that you're a disturbance, yet you came here anyway. Perhaps this is all happening because you've acted like a schoolyard bully today? Excuse me? Just because I'm in a wheelchair doesn't mean that I was the one being a disturbance to everyone today. I think that the reason your wedding is going to be canceled is because you thought it was a good idea to do all of that ridiculous crap to me. And now everyone knows the real you. So stop trying to blame your wedding going under on me when all I did was come into the wedding hall and say hi. And now your brother is fed up with you, Jasmine. So when I say that he's planning on cutting ties with you, I'm being serious. There's no freaking way, though, that he'd want to cut ties with me. Stop trying to say things like that for my brother without him being here to defend himself. Do you really think that I'm lying about what he said? You just heard him a second ago, right? He said it himself that he doesn't want you coming around us anymore. In other words, saying he's cutting ties with you. He knows the truth about what you've done to me and knows that you have no intention of being nice to me anymore. Not that you ever were, though. Before today, I was actually doing my very best to keep myself from telling Hank about the way you'd been treating me. But after what you've done today, and with one of your husband's family members witnessing everything, there's no way to hide your disgusting behavior from anyone anymore. And so after explaining everything to Hank, this is the result. Explained everything to him? He has not heard everything just yet. All I had to do was tell him about what you'd done today, as well as show him all the texts you'd sent me recently, and that was enough for him to have a very good understanding of what you think of me. Well, look, this is all really screwed up. It looks like he's already gone and told everyone about us now, and they're all leaving the building now. This is not good for me. Faith, come back here. If you start making your way back here now, you'll be able to tell them that everything's okay and that my wedding can go back to normal. I'm sure that we can get my husband's family to understand and keep them from having this whole wedding canceled. I'm your sister-in-law, so please get back here. I'm not going back there. And after what you've done to my wheelchair, there's no way I'll be making my way back there. I can't walk on my own, right? What kind of weak reasoning is that? You have that wheelchair still, and I'm sure it's not that broken. You still have 3 wheels on it, right? Just hop back into that and wheel yourself back here. Do you really want to just let my wedding fall apart after all the hard work I've put into it? Your wedding and all the work you've put into it have nothing to do with me. You told me that I'm just a stranger to you, so why would anything that has to do with you bother me in any way? And now your brother is cutting ties with you, so you won't even have a way of coming to us asking for our help or our sympathies after what you've done to yourself. So don't try to make it seem as though I need to care about anything regarding you, because I never will. And anyway, even if I wanted to come back there and help you fix the problems you've made for yourself, you said that cripples like me are not allowed to come into that wedding. I know the rules you've laid out very well now, so don't think you can trick me into coming back. Me not coming back to that place is okay, right? I don't want to be kicked down a second time, especially now that both my hands are all scraped up and my wrists hurt a little bit. I know I said things like that before about you, but this time it's okay for you to come back and see the wedding. Please come back here and help save my wedding. If you don't come back here and make things right, then my brother will never come back here to see me on my very special day. And if he isn't here to talk my family and friends back into staying for the wedding, then it can never happen and will be ruined. Well, what about just giving up on the wedding and calling it a day after all this, Jasmine? I'm sorry, but to me, I don't think your husband is going to want to stay with you anymore now. And as for everyone else, I think they can all agree with me that after showing your true colors today, they don't want to stick around anymore. Would anyone want to watch someone have their wedding after they kicked someone out of their wheelchair and laughed while doing it, all before running away right after? I'm sorry, but whatever poor family member had to witness that will never approve of you having a wedding with your husband now. Well, even if you think that, when I did all of that to you, I thought I was doing the right thing and protecting my wedding. Well, that way of thinking is something that a lot of us here do not agree with. I've seen lots of people that are like you who happen to look down on me for being in a wheelchair and all of that, but I've never had anyone think it's okay to kick someone out of their wheelchair and laugh about it. What you'd done was really the first time I'd ever actually felt bad for myself having to end up with both my legs being unusable. Before, I was able to just ignore everyone, but this time, you took things too far. Looking down on you? Like, discrimination? I didn't plan on discriminating you in any way, though. Even if you didn't plan on it, the way you acted today was discrimination. And that was made clear as day to everyone at the wedding. Have you started to understand what everyone around you thinks about what you've done? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if you understand or not, since the outcome of your actions will have little to do with me. So really, you can keep thinking you were in the right for what you've done to me, and I won't care. Now this is goodbye forever, you pile of crap. Forever? You're cutting ties with me as well now? Why wouldn't I be? My husband is going to be cutting ties with you to help protect me from your actions, so I'm joining him to make sure that you never have the opportunity to come near me again. Now, I hope that things can still go well for you today with that wedding, but I highly doubt they will.